Good morning, everyone. I went into the office today, and just to spice things up from our usual work vlogs, I thought I'd share my top 3 personal things that keep me productive at work that I've adopted throughout the years working as a software engineer. First answer is matcha. I'm just kidding. It's 11:11 also, so make a wish. But my first tip is actually time blocking, which can work in 3 ways. One is rescheduling meetings. When I first started working, I used to never move around meetings, especially with my manager or other folks who are very senior. But I started merging meetings last year into different blocks. Truthfully, this was one of the biggest time sinks when I started out because I would always be context shifting throughout the day and felt way busier because I was getting up out of my seat to find my meeting room and then sitting back down for 30 minutes to code and just repeating that cycle. Time blocking can also mean merging meetings to certain days. I've actually now started keeping my Thursdays and Wednesdays completely free or close to completely free just so I can focus. Personally, my working style is staying hyper focused and on topic for very long amounts of time. Like when I say I can work for extended amounts of time, like 5 or 6 hours without any breaks, that is very true. Not that I do that all the time, but yeah, I find it very helpful to actually put things into a calendar, even if it's not a meeting or any specific event with anyone else. Sometimes when I find it really hard to get stuff done, I will have focus time blocks on my calendar, which basically reminds me or other people around me that I'm focused on my work and I don't necessarily have an obligation to respond to messages and pings immediately. And you can also physically optimize your workspace. This is the third tip that I think has helped me a lot. I don't think I've ever given you guys an office desk tour, but this is it. I have a Herman Miller chair, an ergonomic vertical mouse that I always get so many questions about, a keyboard rest, and an ergonomic keyboard that pops up. Also super random, but these Herman Miller chairs are so amazing. And I wish I had one at home, but they're just hella expensive. And just an extra tip that I want to throw in is don't be afraid to have alone time or change the setting. Sometimes I am extremely exhausted at work, and that's okay. There's no fear in not eating lunch with the team one day or taking time away from your desk and your coworkers. I used to think that people would assume I wasn't working if I left my desk. But ever since I joined my current team, I noticed a lot of people work in different spaces and sometimes even different buildings. And I started doing that. And honestly, a change of scenery is something that can refocus you and also make your work feel less stale. So these are some of my favorite productivity tips. Let me know if you're interested in more of these. I'm happy to share in a later video as well. Moose always runs so fast whenever his food bowl is getting refilled. Okay, I haven't done an unboxing on my channel in so long. I used to do unboxings all the time, but I think I just like to open my packages immediately now. But we got a package today, and it's actually a very big one. I don't know if you guys can see what it is, but it is from Ciarra. They're a cookware brand. They actually sent me this, so I am so excited because I've honestly been meaning to upgrade my cookware for the longest time. I just realized my socks match. But I got their full cookware set, so it comes with 2 pans that are being held by a pan, and also this medium-sized pot and this larger pot, which I am so excited about because I don't have a pot this size and I just think this would be so useful. The other thing is these are all like oven safe up to like 450 degrees, so that means that I can actually put these in the oven. And Mishi just wanted to join in because he was curious. Anyways, these are super cute and they're ceramic lined, but it's around lunchtime, so I wanted to actually test these out and cook with it. Anyways, let's take 3 steps and go to the kitchen. I've been making this recipe a lot lately. It is basically just stir-fried rice cake. I also got these giant leeks at H Mart. So I think part of why I've been making this dish so often is because I just don't know what to put leeks in. So yeah, we have giant leeks. Also, we have a new knife. It's actually a present from our friends Casey and Jeff, which was very nice of them because they saw one of my videos like from a couple of weeks ago where I was trying to cut carrots, and the knives that we have at home right now are just so dull. So they got us this knife, which is so nice. So I think I only need 2 pots and pans for this dish. Also, if you hear banging, that is my upstairs neighbor. So I'm gonna use this for the stir fry and then this for cooking the rice cakes. Also for this recipe, if you have bacon, that is the best thing ever that you could start off with, but I don't, so I just have some frozen pork. This recipe takes me like maybe 20 minutes max, but if you guys ever make any of the recipes that I talk about in my videos, definitely let me know, because I'm curious if any of you have ever tried like crossing bridge noodle, which I talk about a lot in my videos, or other dishes. But yeah, also I'm gonna leave a link in my description with these pans and pots, and then big thank you to Ciarra for sending this to me because I really needed new pots and pans. The studio is empty because I also came at a pretty late time, but I wanted to practice throwing. I think I got the hang of like centering, but I wanted to learn how to like make shapes, and our instructor taught us earlier this week, but yeah, just in here to practice. Also my goal, because there's some like pottery in the studio space, is to make something like this. It is so cute. Like literally all of this is so cute. Also the glazes are so cute on this one. And then James here, just working today.
I'm the instructor.
Our setup for today. Let's throw some clay. Also, let me show you guys my pieces that I made in the first session. We haven't glazed it or anything yet, but this one fine, and this one, and this one, and this one.
They look quite smooth.
Thank you. Yeah, I think because they dried up, we weren't able to like trim it, so it's a little bit rough on the bottom, but yeah, that's our first week. So earlier I mentioned what makes me productive, and I totally forgot the other thing that I wanted to talk about, which helps me a lot in work-life balance now, which is using hobbies as a recentering time or just reset time for my brain, whether it's learning something new or creating something new. You guys saw that I started ceramics last week, and it makes me so happy just to be making things with my hands and learning again. And yeah, this is my second week of ceramics, and it feels crazy because I feel like I just started. So today's goal was to create a bubble cup. I've seen these all over Pinterest and Instagram in the last year, but I've never gotten myself one. The only bubble cup I made was a 2-layer one in class, and I really wanted to make a 3-layer cup. I came into practice around 10 p.m., which I know is super late, but James accompanied me because he had some work to do as well, and I thought it was a cute little date because I usually accompany him to his studio, and this is the first time I've shown him mine. Anyways, I did actually end up making the bubble cup, but it wasn't perfect, so I was just messing around and this happened, which was super tragic. I really couldn't fix it up after, so I just trimmed it off and tried to make it into a plate, which then I also couldn't get to stabilize, so then I had to scrap it. Okay, well, this was a bust. Do you like?
Oh wow. How did it? I thought it was going well.
I was trying to make like the little wavy bubble cup, but I think because I'm such a perfectionist, it just like kept looking a little off, and every time I adjusted it, it just made it worse. So
you can't reuse it.
No, I have to make this into like another clay piece.
Oh.
Okay, next one. Try again. Look how satisfying this is. 2. Anyways, this video was on 2000 times speed because I just thought it looked so nice to see the piece getting made sequentially instead of cutting clips into it. But yeah, pottery is so chaotically therapeutic for me in the moment, and then it's super satisfying for me to watch after. This is my second piece, which I also effed up accidentally when trimming it. This is still not exactly what I wanted, but I think it's cute. I might just destroy it though, because I don't know if I want to fire this one. I have too many plates. Damn, I'm destroying so many of these. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna call it a night.
Almost 11.
Oh wow.
10:54.
Time flies when you're doing pottery. And yeah, this was my third piece, but I don't think it was really worth sharing. Anyways, you guys always thank me for making videos, but thank you for being here because I wouldn't be making it without you guys. So I love you all, and I will see you next week, hopefully.